her way to school, Anna encountered a man who had just been released from prison. He pretended to say he didn't have an umbrella and asked if he could share hers. Anna looked at the school gates in the distance, then turned back to look at the empty street. The man immediately flashed a terrifying smile. Anna's body trembled as she backed away, but she was still dragged into an alley by the perverted man. For the next 6 hours, he tormented her. Helpless, Anna managed to use her last bit of strength to make a distress call. When the police arrived at the scene, Anna, covered in wounds, was barely alive. A neighbor had called Anna's mother to inform her of what happened. When her mother heard the news, an ominous feeling flooded her heart. When her mother and father arrived at the hospital, she was horrified by the sight before her. Her once lively, sensible daughter was now tortured, covered in injuries by a stranger. Anna's delicate skin was in tatters, and her face bore large bite marks. Her mother completely broke down. With Anna in critical condition, the doctors rushed her into surgery. Her mother anxiously sat in a chair. Suddenly, a nurse delivered bad news. Anna's colon and small intestine had been completely severed. The doctors had no choice but to install an external colostomy bag. It was the only way to save her life. However, this colostomy bag would stay with Anna for the rest of her life. She would never be able to have children. In order to protect Anna's life, her father reluctantly agreed to the doctor's suggestion. After 2 days and 2 nights of treatment, Anna finally regained consciousness. When her mother saw Anna lying in the hospital bed, she could no longer bear the pain. Her father, heartbroken, entered Anna's room. Anna, still so caring despite everything, simply asked her father to catch the man who hurt her. She didn't want any other girls to suffer the same fate. Her father, deeply moved, felt even more heartbroken for Anna. She had endured so much, yet she was still thinking about others. He never expected Anna to be so understanding and kind. The next day, the police brought in a number of suspect photos and asked Anna to identify them one by one. For the first few photos, Anna remained expressionless, but when they showed the photo of a man with pimples on his face, Anna, terrified, closed her eyes. The horrifying events of that day replayed in her mind.